Okay, another fantastic Friday morning, and we're here again, set to give you the best and the latest in the world of sports. The big city of Ibadan is bright and bubbly this morning, and of course, Splash 105.5 FM, the integrity station, is proud again for Sports Bang. My name is Tunde Olawuwo. Today is the 7th day in the month of May, year 2021. Well, on the program today, we have a lot of stories lined up for your listening pleasure. The Champions League final sets, the Europa League final sets as well. Well, we almost thought that, an all-English Europa League final was possible, but then again, it's what it is. It's going to be Manchester United against Villarreal final, but hey, it's all good. A lot more story to come as well. Sunday Diaries interference will kill Nigerian rugby. Somebody is coming up with a stinging attack on the Minister of Youth and Sports in Nigeria. We'll also tell you about, some athletes catching away important awards at this time of the year. Remember that you can quickly go on our Twitter page right now, the verified Twitter handle of Splash FM at Splash FM 1055. See what we have on offer for you. Remember, we test our wit every Friday this way, and it's straightforward this morning. I am a former teammate of Mohamed Salah. I have played 4 games in the FIFA World Cup and scored in my first ever game against Real Madrid. Who am I? Don't forget the hashtag SportsBank, hashtag Winning Friday. Be the fastest to get it right and stand a good chance of being recharged this morning. Remember, it's Friday as well. We have our 5,000 Naira game, on one side. On the other hand, if you want to be our guest, on the VIP table, as we approach the Magic Night 2021 edition on the 29th of May, maybe we're going to set aside, something for you as well. So if you're either playing for 5,000 or you're playing for VIP table, but trust our people. I'm sure 9 out of 10. Let me not get in their mind. The faith Adedeji, maybe let's try to get to the mind of our people. 9 out of 10, what do you think they'll be playing for?
A VIP ticket, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah, it's the Magic Night.
Okay.
There's some experience you can actually buy with money,
I hope so.
Yeah, honestly.
I hope so.
No, it's not about hoping. So there's some experience that even if they actually place a sizable amount of money side by it, I'm not sure you can actually go for them. For instance, the front seat at the Magic Night should be something memorable, especially if you're actually a fan of either club, maybe Man City or Chelsea. You'd want to actually have that first-hand experience, the ambience that will be at the hall, and ultimately, first-hand experience of everything that is happening in the front. So, you don't want to miss that for anything. And guess what? This is actually going to be the stake for some people in the foreseeable future before the Magic Night. So, I'm quite sure a lot of people actually, maybe they are salivating about that already and looking forward to the Magic Night. So, I think indeed, like Faith said, maybe 9 out of 10 are actually looking forward to the front seat.
Okay, in just about 15 minutes, we'll open the phone lines. Let's hope that you guys get it spot on this time around. Remember, we're also streaming live on our Facebook fan page, Splash 105.5 FM. Catch the visuals, everything. Share to as many as possible on the program this morning. Well, again, on our Twitter page, we have something that I announced earlier. Remember, you have until 7:45 to, give it a credible try this morning. Who are we talking about? Who is this mystery footballer? A former teammate of Mohamed Salah, who has played 4 games in the FIFA World Cup and scored in his first ever game against Real Madrid. The hashtags are important. Winning Friday, and of course, Sports Bang. We get going right now. Captain of Nigeria's rugby national team, Honoru Jato, has warned that the country risks losing everything they've worked for over the last few years if the decision to dissolve the Nigerian Rugby Football Federation Board isn't immediately reversed by the Federal Ministry of Sports. The NRFF was one of 31 sporting federations whose boards were dissolved by Sports Minister Sunday Diaries on 30th April, leading to a swift response from Rugby Africa, which deemed the act of government interference and enacted an an immediate suspension of Nigeria from participating in all Rugby Africa and World Rugby activities until further notice, effective 3rd May. Nigeria's suspension means the national team, the Black Stallions' participation in next month's Rugby World Cup pre-qualifiers in Burkina Faso is in serious jeopardy. And after suffering one long-term ban in the past over government interference, the prospect of another spell in the international wilderness fills Jato with dread, and he led his teammate to protest the dissolution of the NRFL board at the Nigerian Olympic Committee Secretariat in Lagos on Thursday.
Rugby is not a well-known sport here. The rugby, World Rugby and Rugby Africa, they completely frown upon any government agency getting involved in sports. So as soon as this news came out, they instantly reached out to us and told us that they were writing a letter and we're going to be suspended. So this is all on them. There's no way nobody gains from this. There's nobody. They've written that letter, and nobody. I'm sure they addressed. I've seen a letter addressed to the Honourable Minister, and there's nobody that gains from this. There's nobody in the Rugby Federation that will gain from a ban. So it makes no sense for us to write them, for them to ban us. We're all devastated by this. All of us that are here trying to push for a change. We should be at work. I should be at work, but I'm here because I have a passion for this. But we know that if this ban is upheld, this will kill Nigerian rugby. It will kill it dead.
Okay, here we are again. I understand it from both ways, but we need to find the middle ground. One way is that the consequences are always predictable.
Yeah.
Once any form of interference on the part of government is sensed, you get suspended. Yeah. On the other hand, can we really say these federations are, autonomous, considering that they still draw funds from the government?
Obviously, they are not autonomous, obviously. But then I think if for instance, the motive of the sports ministry in this case is to actually clean sport in quotes, to make sure our sport is what it's up to be, then this is definitely not the right way. Because if you're actually trying as much as possible to ensure the sports development is achieved in Nigeria, and we are actually risking our sport national teams being banned at the same instance, that leaves us with so many questions about what exactly is the motive behind it. You really can't actually afford to actually have a rugby national team being banned. Remember, we actually escaped similar thing with our football a couple of years ago. Yeah. Who knows which sports is actually coming up next? And this obviously is affecting, the development of all the sports. And then put into consideration, this is rugby. It's not even a household sport in Nigeria yet. This is a sport that is still going through its elementary, exactly, under construction. And here we are, already facing a ban, from the foreseeable tournaments and competitions. It really begs the question, if the genuine motive of the sport ministry to ensure that there's sport development in Nigeria, this is not the right way to do it.
Okay, not the right way to do it. Let us wait to see if this pressure coming from different angles will make some of these powerful guys, shift ground to make room for the sport to continue. Naomi Osaka named L'Oreal's Sportswoman of the Year, with fellow tennis player Rafael Nadal winning the 2021 L'Oreal Sportsman of the Year. Tennis dominated the Dicta Award ceremony in Seville as American great Billie Jean King received the Lifetime Achievement Award. Liverpool and Egypt Salah was honored with the Sporting Inspiration Award following his support for charitable causes and commitment to fighting social injustice during the last few years. Lewis Hamilton, who won a seventh Formula One World title during 2020, was named Lera's Athlete Advocate of the Year award following his consistent outspoken support for fighting racial injustice. Elsewhere, World Team of the Year was picked up by Bayern Munich after the Bavarian Giants won the Champions League, DFB Pokal and the Bundesliga title under head coach Hansi Flick in a formidable 2019-2020 season. Patrick Mahomes took the World Breakthrough of the Year after leading Kansas City Chiefs in 2020 to their first Super Bowl appearance and win in 50 years. Well, we're moving on sports. Bank Rafael Nadal continued his French Open preparations with a 6-3, 6-3 victory over Alexei Popyrin to ease into the quarterfinals of the Madrid Open. Nadal will now meet Alexander Zverev, who defeated Dan Evans 6-3, 7-6 for a place in the semi-finals. John Isner beat Andrei Rublev 7-6, 3-6, 7-6. and will next face Dominic Thiem. In the women's singles, world number 1 Ash Barty sorted aside Paula Badoza 6-4, 6-3 on Thursday to advance to the final of the Madrid Open and exact revenge for her short loss to the Spanish white card last month. Barty, who is chasing her 4th singles title of the year and 3rd clay court crown, will face Belarus's Ariana Sabalenka or Russian Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova in the final. Quickly, from Formula One, Red Bull have poached 5 Mercedes engineers for their new in-house Formula One engine facility. It follows April's appointment of Mercedes engineer Ben Atkinson as technical director of the project. Red Bull team boss Christian Horner said the recruits provide us with the strongest possible technical platform for the future. End of quote. Red Bull also said a new head of mechanical development to be revealed soon. Now, we'll check out basketball. Anthony Davis was ruled out of the second half of Thursday night, 118-94 loss to the LA Clippers because of back pains, giving the Los Angeles Lakers 2 stars along with LeBron James, who made their return from a long-term injury only to go back on the mend with the regular season quickly slipping away. Well, we're returning to the continent of Africa. The Confederation of African Football has postponed the African qualifiers for the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar, which were due to kick off in June. The qualifiers will now hold in the international windows of September, October, and November 2021 and March 2022. Africa's governing body said the decision was taken in consultation with FIFA and was a consequence of the current challenges caused by the COVID-19 pandemic and the need to ensure the optimal playing conditions for all participating teams. 9-time African champions, the Super Falcons of Nigeria, will be one of 4 participating teams at this year's WNT Summer Series that will also have the Women A national teams of host nation United States of America, Portugal, and Jamaica in attendance. The Glamour tournament, which also held in 2017 and 2018, will run between 10th and 16th of June and will see the Super Falcons clashing with the Jamaican counterpart in Houston on the 10th before taking on Portugal 3 days later at the same BBVA Stadium. Their last match was against the USA squad, 4-time winners of the FIFA World Cup and 4-time winners of the Olympic football gold at the Q2 Stadium. That will be played on 16 June, so it's to happen, on the 16th of June. Meanwhile, FIFA President Gianni Infantino says a new Women's Club World Cup is being planned as part of a plan to revolutionize the female game. In an interview with French sports newspaper L'Equipe, Infantino said he was looking forward to the first edition of the already agreed new 2014 Men's Club World Cup, but said a women's version was in the pipeline as well. Faith, do you think this is one formidable way to reform women football?
Yeah, I think
to revitalize it.
Yeah, I think it's a step in the right direction. We've always been hearing about what the FIFA president wants to do about women's football. We saw the last World Cup. We saw how glamorous it was. We saw the kind of TV views we got, something unmatched, unprecedented in the history of women's football. So it shows that there's an upward spiral, there's an upward curve, and the only way to do that is to tap into the already existing love for the women's game that we're beginning to see right now. So, and that is, as you are improving the national team game, then you should be looking at improving club football game as well. Once you have women's club World Cup, you also begin to have more teams trying to participate in that competition. Imagine a team from Nigeria now becoming champions of the continent and getting the opportunity to play at the club World Cup. They play against some of the best teams out there. They play against maybe a particular Chelsea or Barcelona, whichever one wins the Champions League. You get the opportunity to play against some of the best girls out there. It also improves the game, as a matter of fact. It also improves sponsorship. It gains more attention. It gains more, generally, I think it's a step in the right direction for all the teams right there now. So I think it's a happy moment right now for women and footballers, women footballers generally, especially with the clamor generally as regards equal pay and all that. So now there's also a Women's Club World Cup for them to serve up.
Okay, interesting. Before I take this next one, I'm going on our Facebook fan page right now. Thanks to you all for watching. Remember, you can still catch up. Splash 105.5 FM was streaming this morning. Okay, Chigozie Okeke Ogweze says, good morning, or congrats to AY for that escape.
What escape? There was never going to be any other results. I mean, were you guys expecting something else?
AY, let's not bring this on radio. I mean, we know what you did.
We talked about it yesterday. It was talked about.
You were going to win either ways.
Yes.
Okay. But I
wasn't going to win any other way. This is the only way for me to win. I was confident that Villarreal would knock
Arsenal wins, you're happy. Arsenal loses, you say I said so.
Yes.
Right?
No. There was never anything like that. Listen, I knew Arsenal were up against a Villarreal side that seems formidable. I've watched a lot of La Liga games in recent months, and I know what Villarreal would actually bring to the table. So this Arsenal side
give me
never stood a chance.
One logical reason I should have believed you that your prediction was an objective one before the game.
Because I hardly do this.
No, I'm not. I mean, that is not. That's,
you hardly do
that's
this on air. No, I have to call out AY on that. It does that off air all the time.
What do you
I'm
mean?
talking about.
And all those times I often win.
You are supposed to be.
You don't.
You are supposed to be a stat merchant, okay?
Yeah.
Give me a logical reason why I should have believed that you are doing it from an objective point of view. Arsenal, Villarreal in the Europa League semi-finals.
Because one way or the other, I'm a bit inclined to La Liga. And indeed, I had to actually put my mouth where my put my head where my mouth is.
La Liga?
Well, not too good, but way better than Arsenal in the EPL.
Arsenal were supposed to be in the European Super League. They now collapsed European Super League.
Yeah, and Villarreal wouldn't have.
So I mean, if you look at it, Arsenal considered one of the elites in European football.
Yeah.
They were supposed to
listen. The thing is this. Honestly, when I actually came up with my own permutation, all I put into consideration was the fact that Villarreal were one of the best teams in La Liga as at that moment, as at 16th of April when I posted that tweet. And you look at Arsenal, they were
one of the best teams
in the league as at then.
They were sixth.
No, it's as at then. If you look at their form,
let's clarify.
Listen. Before 16th of April,
let's clarify this.
Since the start of the 2021 year, Villarreal had lost just 3 games in La Liga.
Sixth.
That was down to the fact that they didn't have the best of start to the season. Listen, Arsenal were better. Villarreal were better than Arsenal before that draw was made. And put it to consider, they actually had a magical man in Europa League history. Talk about Unai Emery in the dugout for them. All this put together, they just don't match up to
Emery.
Yeah,
the one considered not good enough for Arsenal.
The one that took Arsenal to their very first UEFA Europa League final.
And they bottled it.
And they lost against Chelsea.
Scandalous.
Exactly. So this man has the magic wand, and that's why United should be scared.
Yes.
AY has found a way. I'm sure AY did.
He always finds a way, right?
No, AY.
I'm not finding any way. I came prepared for you guys, yeah.
He knew it was going to be an issue.
And I came
just so our people understand what we're talking about. AY had initially promised that should Arsenal go past Villarreal, he was going to present the show shirtless
this morning,
which, by the way, I knew was was also some tactical maneuver.
Yeah, some underlying conditions.
Whatever you want to make
of it. Come armless or something. Okay, still on Facebook, Emmanuel Babalola. You're saying Philip Coutinho is the answer to our question. Same for Olumide Andre. But then again, this is not the place to answer. It's actually Twitter. Timothy Aladelu says, AY was an escape. Okay. Abu Kasimo, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer finally breaks the jinx for qualifying Manchester United to the final for the first time in his managerial career. Arsenal's season was left in tatters as Villarreal held on for a goalless draw at the Emirates Stadium to secure a 2-1 aggregate victory and a place in the Europa League final against Manchester United. Meanwhile, Man United booked their place in the Europa League final as they clinched an 8-5 aggregate win over Roma, despite going down 3-2 in the second leg at the Stadio Olimpico. So we have the BBC Premier League updates to take right now. When we return, we open the phone lines for you to call in, play the 5,000 Naira game, or a VIP place, either of the Champions League Magic Nights set out for 29th of May 2021. 0809 155 1055, 0805699 8678, or 0706949 3000.
BBC Premier League update from the home of Premier League football.
Hello, I'm Andy Barwell at the BBC Sports Centre. It's not going to be an all-English final for the Europa League. Although Manchester United made it, Arsenal didn't, as United will take on the Spanish side Villarreal for the title. Mikel Arteta's Arsenal team were held 0-0 at the Emirates Stadium by Villarreal, who progressed through 2-1 on aggregate. The former Gunners defender Lee Dixon said it was another disappointing performance from Arteta's team, and it really summed up their season.
BBC Premier League update from the home of Premier League football.
Okay, great to have you back. AY, quickly, let's get on Twitter. Do we have a winner?
Of course, we would have actually had a winner if anybody suggested or put in an answer as your queen, the Real Betis talisman. But unfortunately, nobody did so, and that is why we don't have a winner today.
Okay, it is what it is. Let's check maybe one or two if time permits. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Your name and where are you calling from?
Shitu Toib calling from you.
Sorry, again?
Shitu Toib calling from
Shitu
you.
Toib, what are you playing for? 5,000 or VIP plays?
5,000.
Okay, your number, please.
Number 2.
Number 2. Hey, that noise, I hope it's going to help you. On Tuesday, Tony Bullis became Van Dresser FC's third head coach this season. Mention the previous 2 coaches to have handled the club this season.
Ravel Everton and Coach Madaki.
Okay. Coach Madaki, can you please tell me his first name? You have one. I just want to be sure you know it. His name is Alfred Madaki. Yes, congratulations to you, Shitu Toib. Please DM me on my Instagram this morning at Tunde Olawuwo on Instagram with your details. Thank you. I'm sorry, we have signals that we can't take more.
Absolutely spot on.
Wow. Without mixing words. If you know it, you know it.
That is what it means to follow.
Honestly, if you know it, you know it.
We need to go now.
Yeah, but quickly, a bit of update. This is actually coming from the LMC. It seems they haven't released the statement yet, but my source is telling me that the league will go ahead as expected this weekend. Initially, there were fears this time yesterday because LMC and the club owners had a meeting late last night based on insecurity issues in the country and, of course, insecurity challenges rather in the country, and of course the CAF deadline for the registration of clubs for the CAF club competition, which is June 30. But then my source is telling me that there is no fear for now. The league will go on as expected.
Thank you. Ayobami Animashaon. Faith Adedeji.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Maybe we have after party. Yesterday was a birthday.
Yeah, happy belated birthday
and
to you.
we had absolute, fun. AY missed out.
Yeah,
don't worry, we continue today. And maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday.
Let's continue today. I need that kind of party.
Thank you so much, guys. Do have a fantastic Friday. Bye-bye.
Splash FM 105.5.